Hey, what is going on, Scorpios? Butch here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to be using the Runic Tarot. And with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what is going on for Scorpio? What message do we have for Scorpios? All right, Scorpios. So the first thing I see there is, I feel like there's already this energy around you. Now this could be someone that you're already involved with, or at least it seems like it's heading that way, you know. But with this person, you know, first thing I have is I feel like the current energy is that anxiety, those sleepless nights. I feel like with this person, you don't know if you can trust them. You know, there's something that may just seem off about this person. You know, with that Knight of Pentacles in reverse, you know, I feel like your intuition is telling you something, and it's very different than the story they're telling you. But I feel like with your intuition, it's hard to ignore. You know, and I feel like you need to listen to it, because I don't feel like you can trust this person. You know, I don't feel like they're being honest with you one way or the other. I feel like this person harbors some secrets. You know, I feel like this person is hiding the truth from you. You know, and I feel like every time you bring anything up to this person, they kind of just gaslight you. Make it feel like you're the one looking at the negatives instead of the positives. You're the one that's, you know, having trust issues because it's your own business. Sometimes when we're involved with someone, we may tell them things about us. You know, tell them maybe you have trust issues. Well, this person, usually a person that, you know, we're looking for someone that we can tell our truth to, and they don't use it as a weapon against us when it suits them. I feel like this person uses that information as a weapon against you. You know, like I said, trying to focus you on focus you on you being the problem rather than them being the problem. You know, but with this person, I feel like they don't show up for you when you need them. You know, I feel like a lot of times it feels like you're not on the same page. And all that causes that late night, that anxiety. You know, that internal struggle. I mean, you want to believe them because I feel like you feel like you have a great connection with this person. But I feel like a lot of that connection that you feel is produced by them. You know, I don't feel like this person is invested, nor do they want to be invested. I don't feel like this person even knows what they want. You know, the reason why this isn't moving forward, you know, it's slowly coming really evident that this is not moving forward. And I feel like anytime that you mention it or think about it and bring it up, I feel like this person goes back to gaslighting you, causing you to overthink, telling you you're overthinking this, telling you that you're creating problems that aren't real problems. They keep putting it back on you. They're not trying to fix the problem. They're trying to pass blame of the problem. But yet, I don't feel like this person is honest with you at all. You know, I feel like this person's been hurt before, and they just kind of shut themselves off emotionally, if I'm going to be honest with you. And I feel like this is just all kind of a game for them. You know, there's this player mentality with this person. You know, they look at you as stability. You know, they look at this connection as a way of being stable. I feel like you take care of this person and they want you to continue to do that, but I feel like they're always looking for new investors. Now, not to say that this person has someone else. I do feel a different energy around this person. Not that this person is cheating on you, but I'm not gonna say that they are, but I'm also not gonna tell you that they're not looking. Because I strongly feel like this person is always looking for greener grass. And I feel like you know that as well. And I feel like it's something that you may not want to hear. One thing that me and the High Priestess has in common is, the intuition in myself. I try to be as real and as fair as I possibly can. And yes, I'll always try to put a silver lining on it because I believe in silver linings. But me and your intuition are very similar in the way that we're always going to tell you what you need to hear. And it's not always going to be what you want to hear. And I'm not going to apologize that because I feel like it's the most productive thing ever. My partner and I have this relationship where she's brutally honest with me. And I'm brutally honest with her. And sometimes that pisses us off. But at the end of the day, you can trust it. You know, when they say something nice, you know that they mean it. You know, when your intuition is going to tell you sometimes that something you're not going to want to hear. That voice inside your head saying, this person's playing me. This person's not who I think they are. This person is up to no good. Even though you have feelings for them, so you may not want to hear that. But your intuition is going to lie to you. You know, and sometimes we don't want to hear what I have to say. Now, there is a difference between your intuition and maybe some inner voice that's just your protective inner voice. It's trying to protect you. Trying to get you not to jump in too fast, too deep. But they're very easy to tell apart if you listen. You know, sometimes it's just our self-preservation, I call it. That voice. That's always telling you this person's shitty. This person's got something going on. This person, the other shoe's going to drop. That voice is just self-preservation. Especially if you've been hurt before by someone in the past. It's very hard to get over that. And sometimes we hold new people accountable for what past people have done to us. But that's very different than your intuition. With this player, like I said, we get that... With this person, I said player. With this person, we get that player energy. And we also have the magician in reverse. I feel like this person's a trickster. Like I said, they're always going to try to convince you that you're the problem. While, if you ever accuse them of something, like, where were you last night? I was at my friend's house, and like, oh, what friend? And, I don't believe you. And they're like, oh, well, you have trust issues. You've been hurt before. Don't hold me accountable for what they did to you. They have all the plays in the playbook. And they're going to use that at their disposal. But in all reality, I feel like this person is always looking for greener grass. You take care of them now. But if somebody ever came along that could take care of them better, you know, and this, I can't stress this enough. If this doesn't resonate with you, don't make it resonate with you. You know, some people, I know, a friend of mine, she watches the channel. She's a friend in real life, and she's always trying to mold the reading into making it part of her life. And I said, sometimes it's not going to resonate. Don't make it resonate if it doesn't. You know, this doesn't have to be your partner. But in this instant, like I said, this person doesn't show up for you. You know, they're not there for you. They always feel like they're playing. They're gaslighting you. If that resonates, this could be your person. And like I said, what I see moving forward is I don't feel like this person is going to change. You know, I feel like the worst case scenario and, you know, best case scenario are very similar. Best case scenario, you figure it out for yourself and don't really get hurt. Worst case scenario, you really get hurt. You know, that heartbreak, that chaos. You know, like I said, this person depends on you for stability. They're not going to want to let you go until they have someone else on the line. So if you try to pull away from this person, they're going to double down. They're going to try harder to convince you. But like I said, when someone doesn't show up for you, someone, it feels like you can't trust them. You know, they make you unhappy. They feel distant, hot and cold energy. And most importantly, if this person gaslights you to the point where every problem that you have, they blame it on you some way, shape, or form. That's not the type of person that you want to be with. Because trust me, it doesn't get better. And with this person, I don't feel like it's getting better. I feel like this person's unstable. I feel like this person doesn't know what the hell they want. And like I said, they possibly have got hurt before and just kind of, you know, some people do that. They get hurt really bad by someone, so they shut it down. They don't let anybody else in. Because they're scared. They're scared of getting hurt again. So instead of getting hurt, they just take their heart right out of the game. You know, they don't make any heart decisions anymore. They make, you know, their decisions come from their brain. Head over heart decisions. But like I said, I'm not going to sugarcoat shit, but I will put a silver lining on it for you. I'll always try to put a silver lining on it because I feel like there's always a silver lining. I've said this a million times. I feel like we learn more from bad relationships than we do from good relationships. But as long as we take that knowledge and move forward, we're winning. You know, as long as you're learning, you're winning. You know, with this person, we have Capricorn and Virgo. You could be dealing with another water sign. We got Pisces and Scorpio and some Cancer. Then we have Gemini and Libra as well. The silver lining to any relationship that fails or any bad relationship is, even if it's only a small silver lining, the silver lining is when you learn who this person is. And you finally had enough of it and you walk away from this person, you can check that person off the list of the person that you were meant to be with. I know it's very minuscule and it doesn't seem that great, but at least you can chalk this person off your list. 7 billion to go. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. I know it seems very minuscule. It seems very minor. It doesn't seem like a big thing. But there's other silver linings you can take from a situation like this. You know, understanding how manipulating people work. You know, if somebody's always blaming you, they're always telling you you're the problem. If you know damn well that they're not right, they're gaslighting you. A real person will take responsibility for their own actions. like I said, in our relationship, me and my partner, in our relationship, if I'm wrong and she tells me I'm wrong, in my mind, I can decide for myself if I'm wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'll admit to it. You know, because you're not getting anywhere by denying it. In my thought process, if you prove to me that I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. And we'll get past it. You know, and if I don't know I'm right, I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. It's just as simple as that. You know, manipulative people will always try to convince you you're wrong. Even if they know 100% they're wrong, they'll convince you that you're wrong because they can't take, you know, they don't want, it's a pride thing, but it's also a control thing. And I feel like with this person, they have that control, or they believe they have the illusion of control over you. But it's time now to take that control back. You know, and like I said, this may not resonate with everyone. Don't make it resonate if it doesn't resonate with you. And most people won't do that. But like I said, one of my friends, she'll call me up after a read. There was one read I did probably a year ago. And the person in the thing was cheating. And she called me up. She's like, who's he cheating on me with? I'm like, who's cheating on you? What do you mean? And she's like, oh, you know, you did a reading saying they're cheating on you. You know, there's someone else. And I'm like, but let's break down the reading. And I break it down with her sometimes. And she laughs afterwards because she realizes, you know, she kind of reminds me of one of those people that believe soap operas are real and that these people really exist somewhere. She gets really into it. I love her to death. She's a great person, great friend. But God, she's gullible sometimes. But yeah, she called me up, and I remember she was really upset. She's like, who's he cheating on me with? I'm like, let's break this down. What was said in the reading? And I'm like, okay, let me watch the reading again, because it was a couple readings, but a couple days prior to that, I put the reading out. And I said, okay, well, first of all, you're together all the time. She's like, that's true. And by the end of the conversation, she was really calm and really just kind of laughing about it. But I just like to say that out there, because I don't want people to take one part of the reading that may resonate and believe that it all resonates. Because it's a general reading. You know, if you want a more in-depth reading, I offer personal readings. If you want one, check out my website. That's totally up to you. I'm just saying, if you feel like this resonates, or you feel like, you know, there's something that's not right, reach out, check my website, check the information, feel free, you know, or in the comments, ask me a question. I can't promise I'll answer every question, but I will try. Or you can email me at butchtarot.com or butchtarot@outlook.com, or my website, butchtarot.com. You know, like I said, I can't promise that I'll message you back really quickly, but I will promise I will eventually message you back at some point. I apologize. I get a ton of emails, and I'm still sifting. I get a ton of emails from people, and I try to answer everybody back, but I also get a lot of spam, and I have to go through it, because in case it isn't spam, it's a whole thing, and I got a day job and stuff, so I'm super busy. So don't be offended if I don't answer you back right away. I actually just answered somebody the other day that wrote me it. They wrote me, I think it was the 27th of February. I apologize, but I do my best to get back to you. But like I said, if you want an instant answer, the best way to do it is go through my website. You know, that turnaround on that is a lot quicker. But anyway, be good. Take care. Stay safe.